Why your love life is a reflection of how you see yourself. Have you ever found yourself asking, why do I keep attracting the wrong people? Or maybe you have noticed a pattern of emotionally unavailable partners, toxic relationships, or constantly feeling like you're not enough in love. What if I told you the answer is not in them, but in you? I know that sounds harsh, but listen. Your love life is a mirror of your self esteem. How you see yourself shapes how you show up in relationships, the kind of people you attract, and what you tolerate. If your self worth is shaky, you might settle for less than you deserve. You might overgive hoping to be chosen. You might fear being alone, so you stay in unhealthy relationships. You might also struggle with trust, constantly feeling rejection. But on the flip side, when you have healthy self esteem, love feels different. You don't chase validation, you set boundaries, and you attract people who respect you. So, how exactly does self esteem shape your love life? Let's get into it. Self esteem is not just about confidence, it's about how much you value yourself. And trust me, that energy seeps into your love life in ways you may not even realize. The partners you attract reflect your self worth. Have you ever noticed some people seem to always end up with emotionally unavailable partners? It's not just bad luck, it's self esteem at play. When you subconsciously believe you're not enough, you might be drawn to people who confirm that belief. Maybe they are distant, maybe they are inconsistent, or they don't prioritize you, and yet you keep coming back. On the other hand, when your self worth is high, you naturally attract partners who respect, value, and cherish you because deep down you believe you deserve nothing less. Now, your standards and boundaries are tied to self esteem. Do you have se- do you have low self esteem? You might let red flags slide. Do you have healthy self esteem? You walk away from situations that don't serve you. People with strong self worth don't entertain inconsistent partners. They don't tolerate breadcrumbing or stay in situations that drain them. They set boundaries not because they are hard to get, but because they respect themselves. Now, fear of abandonment comes from low self esteem. If you constantly worry your partner will leave, it's not always about them, it's about your fear of not being enough. This can show up as clinginess or overtexting because you need reassurance, over accommodating to avoid conflict, jealousy and insecurity, even in a healthy relationship. Online therapy is a game changer for working through these patterns. If any of this sounds familiar, your self esteem might be playing a bigger role in your love life than you think. You're settling for almost relationships. You accept situationships or partners who are not fully committed because you don't believe you can get better. You feel anxious when someone pulls away. Even small changes in their behavior make you spiral into overthinking and insecurity. You over explain or over apologize. You constantly feel the need to justify yourself even when you've done nothing wrong. You set boundaries to set, like you struggle to set boundaries. You say yes when you want to say no because you are afraid of pushing people away. You feel like love is something to earn. You believe you have to prove your worth instead of just being loved for who you are. Now, if this sounds like you, don't panic. Self esteem is something you can rebuild. Therapy, self reflection, and inner work can help you shift these patterns. Confidence is not about being loud, being outgoing, or extroverted. It's about self assurance. When you genuinely love yourself, it shows in how you carry yourself, how you communicate, and how you handle challenges in relationships. Now, science backs this up. Studies show that people with high self esteem are perceived as more attractive, not just physically, but emotionally. Why? Because they radiate emotional stability, no unnecessary drama, authenticity, they are not afraid to be themselves, respect for themselves and others, which makes them more appealing. How to build healthy self esteem for a better love life? Stop seeking validations from others. Your worth is not measured by how much someone loves you. Validate yourself first. Rewrite your inner dialogue. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself. Would you date someone who talks to you the way you talk to yourself? If not, it's time to shift that self talk. Set boundaries without guilt. If they don't respect your time, walk away. If they make you feel small, walk away. If they only show up when it's convenient, walk away. Prioritize self love and self care. Self esteem is not just about mindset, it's also about how you treat yourself. Make yourself a priority. Exercise, read, rest, and do things that make you feel good about yourself. Work on your emotional independence. A partner should complement you, not complete you. Learn to be happy on your own. So when you enter a relationship, it's coming from a place of love, not need. I once had a friend who kept attracting partners who made her feel unworthy. She always settled for men who didn't prioritize her. Until one day, she decided to work on her self esteem. She stopped chasing people who were not reciprocating. She worked with an online therapist to heal past wounds. She started setting boundaries and walking away from toxic relationships. And guess what? The next relationship she entered was completely different. She attracted someone who valued and respected her because she had finally started valuing and respecting herself. So I will end this by saying this: love starts with you. If you take one thing from this, let it be this: you set the standard for how others treat you. Your self esteem shapes your love life more than anything else. So if your relationships have been messy, unfulfilling, or painful, don't just look at your partners, look inward. Work on you, heal, build self worth. And if you need help, online therapy is a powerful step toward rewiring these patterns. So tell me, what's one small step you'll take today to boost your self esteem in love? Let's talk in the comments. Subscribe, like, and share. You can suggest topics you want me to talk about, and I'll definitely do that. Bye.